Hi, today I'm going to tell you about a recent trip that I had to the seaside, to Bridlington and to Flamborough on the east coast of England. And I grew up by the sea. I had a lighthouse near my house, and the light would shine in my bedroom window and I would hear the foghorn on foggy nights. And that's a really happy memory of my childhood. There was something really safe and secure about the lighthouse. So on our trip to the seaside this time, I wanted to get to Flamborough Lighthouse, which is just up the coast from Bridlington. And even though I'd lived and grown up in that area, I had never been to see the lighthouse. I'd never been to Flamborough. So we headed up the cliffs from Bridlington and walked a few miles to Flamborough village, and then on up Lighthouse Road towards the Flamborough Lighthouse. And this lighthouse is a big white structure that's planted right in the middle of the Flamborough headland, and it's beautifully kept. It still looks really solid and secure. There's been a lighthouse there for 400 years, which is an amazing length of time. And you arrive at this lighthouse and it just looks welcoming and safe and strong, planted there in the middle of what is quite a treacherous area for ships and sailors. And we had a little walk around the whole headland, which is made up of chalk cliffs, really high sheer chalk cliffs. And it forms lots of different inlets of interesting shapes. There's one that's a bit like a dinosaur. Lots of seabirds nestling in the cliffs, beautiful area. And as we came back and looked at this lighthouse planted in the middle, it just occurred to me how many lives must have been saved by that lighthouse there over those years, and how sailors relied on it being there. They relied on the light at night when they couldn't see, or the foghorn sounding on a foggy night when they couldn't see the light even. And lives that had been saved because of it being there. And that's just amazing. I just think that's really special to think that was there for all those years, saving people. And it made me think about God. Often things that I see in the day-to-day make me think about God and how he's actually like that lighthouse. He's like the lighthouse that was near my house when I was growing up. He's strong and safe and reliable and trustworthy, and he's a light for us when it's dark and we can't see clearly where we're going. He's a light for us. We can trust the light that he brings. And when it's foggy and it's stormy, we can listen for his voice. He's there wanting to give us instructions. He's wanting to point out to us the dangerous areas that are not good for us, and where there's chance of us coming to harm. And I just think it's amazing to think he's like that lighthouse, that we have a God who is loving us in that way and providing for us in that way. So I just felt that was a really good reflection, just to think that when we're really struggling, when the times like at the moment when we don't really know what's going on, we can look to God, and he's there as that safe place for us.